For years, rumors of a brewing war between Jay-Z and 50 Cent have haunted the music world. Now 50 is stepping back into the spotlight, pulling apart the stories, the myths, and the industry whispers surrounding their legendary rivalry. He revisits old confrontations, breaks down the real power dynamics behind the scenes, and exposes just how far Jay-Z's influence reaches across the business. At the peak of their conflict, 50 says many chose silence over resistance, protection over truth. Now he's naming moments, pressure points, and figures caught in the crossfire, reviving a saga that shaped hip-hop for decades, with clarity, edge, and unapologetic force.
I remember one time walking in the studio, Bleak Beans, everybody was in there, and I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got a chance right now, just flood it, put out a lot of music, because 50 Cent is coming. And, you know, 4 months later, in the club hit, and it was over, and it was just like, okay, now everybody got to sit on the sidelines and wait this tidal wave out.
There's a huge difference in energy internationally in 50 Cent and Jay-Z. In fact, his largest selling record sold 430-something thousand copies. My largest selling records sold 5 million. Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there. Because America can be purchased. You can buy it with marketing dollars. You see what I'm saying? But the rest of the world, there's not enough marketing dollars to go around.
That's why I made a statement about Taylor Swift.
I wish you would come take one of my awards so I could black his eye in front of everybody.
And Jay disagrees.
I want everyone to be clear. No one's scared of 50 Cent.
Does that bother you? Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's just his choice.
Why would you have to make that clear when no one's ever asked me if I'm afraid of Jay-Z?
The public is responding to his punk presentation. It's not 50 Cent. I don't have a problem with him. Kanye would not take a trophy from me. Neither Jay-Z.
Right.
Neither one of them.
What?
For years, industry whispers have circled the moment 50 Cent joined the Super Bowl lineup, with claims that Jay-Z was hesitant until Eminem personally stepped in to secure his place. Whether fact or rumor, the story keeps fueling debate about the real power dynamics between these giants. Fans continue to view Eminem as 50's most loyal ally, someone who's backed him consistently through every era, adding another layer of tension, loyalty, and intrigue to a rivalry and partnership that still grips the music world today.
You couldn't sell more records than Jay-Z. But all you had to do was listen to Benny Siegel, and Benny Siegel was, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, he said that. That was the first of me actually hearing it. Like, oh, shit. Like, I used to have questions like, why every time my album dropped, Jay would drop right on top of me. He wouldn't let me breathe or right before me. Like, I was always close, and always thought like, damn, if a kid, back then it was physical copies. So if you had $20, $20 that you saved up and you was going to buy an album, and it's under the same house, Rockefeller, between Jay and being seen, 9 times out of 10 you won't buy the Jay-Z album. I never understood that every single album that I dropped, Jay dropped right on time. And it was like, damn, like that in-house competition at that magnitude was crazy. Jay already the boss, but I always thought that, like, let me breathe. But to maliciously plot to hold me back, I don't know, man. I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that. I mean, but like I said,
Even with his massive success, 50 Cent is praised for pulling others up with him. Artists like Tony Yayo call him a legend who stays grounded, approachable, and connected to the next generation of talent. In contrast, Jay-Z is often viewed as more distant and untouchable, carrying a larger-than-life aura. That contrast sharpens the divide in how these two icons are seen, felt, and respected within the culture.
Big homie Jay-Z, right? I said to my nephew, I said, yo, listen, I have to ask him this straight up. So I said, yo, who is the people that's on in the NFL. And he said to me, and I'm sorry for anybody who don't understand. And he said, the white guy called for 50 Cent. So I said, who's the white guy? I'm digging this Jimmy Iovine. And he said, no, Eminem called directly for 50. And he said,
that's his guy.
He said, I can't do it if I can't bring 50 up.
But that's his guy.
That's beautiful.
And guess who's Dre's guy?
Jay-Z has long been seen as a master strategist, with critics noting that many of his moves appear carefully designed to expand his power and reach. Supporters credit it to talent and discipline, but industry voices, including 50 Cent, have sometimes questioned whether even his public partnership with Beyoncé is as organic as it looks. Celebrated as one of music's ultimate power couples, their rise has matched Jay-Z's growing dominance at major stages like the Grammys, strengthening the perception that he deliberately shapes his legacy and protects an untouchable position at the top of the industry.
But you know what I like about 50? 50's on a whole nother level, but he's still approachable. You still get to meet the people and you know, Jay got to remember the people that made him. You know, I'm not saying I don't got respect. I respect Jay-Z, 50, used to respect, you know, Diddy, but all that crazy shit going on. But, you know, I always respected him because I looked at, for New York, those were like the guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys with the most money and the most influence. So with Jay is like, when the last time you haven't seen Jay. So I think people are just going to say that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I mean, Jay, you know, you got to remember, he didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl. That was crazy. I'm like,
wait, Jay didn't want 50 at the Super
you didn't
Bowl?
Know that? Yeah, he didn't want.
I remember Eminem pushed for it.
That was some hate. Yeah,
I remember Eminem was like, I'm not going to do it unless 50 does it. I heard that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that Jay was trying to stop it.
I don't think Jay. I don't know. 50 never told me that, but I don't think Jay wanted him there. I don't know.
Because of what, some of the.
I mean,
the
you know,
forth,
it's competition. You got to think, 50 always been competition for Jay. Remember, I'm about $1 with the 50 Cent.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was what, 9? What was that? 9?
But after that, they did a song together. Remember the whole
50 was always competition for. Then remember, Jay said, "Yo, 50's coming." He told Siegel and them, and Memphis Bleak and all them.
Yeah.
And come on, 50's like he's on a whole nother level. You got to remember, he came after. He came after Jay and Rockefeller. G Unit came, and people might G Unit, but with Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, nobody has outsold us, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody has had the effect that we had.
20, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires Lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence.
New lawsuit coming with Jay. The part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
to us. Black excellence.
That had to be there.
We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch.
Oh,
like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm going to be with you this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.